Hi everyone, I'm Lauren, and today I'm going over my anime and movie collection. Woo! I like anime and movies. I have a lot more anime. I haven't been collecting for too long for either of them. Anime for a little longer than movies, so I have a lot more anime. Yeah, I'll try and remember to put chapters or whatever they're called in the video, so if you don't like anime, you can skip to the movies or just not watch the movie part. So with my anime, I first put the anime movies, the only exception being movies that are part of a series. I don't know how else to explain that, because there's some series that have movies with them, but the movies are not the main ones, the series. I don't know. So, anime movies, and then the first little section I have is Studio Ghibli. Don't have many yet, but here we have Whisper of the Heart. It's pretty fun, pretty chill, I like it. But yeah, I'm not going to go over too much with these, because there is quite a few. And then we have The Cat Returns, a sort of sequel thingy. And then we have Ponyo, which I know some people don't really like that much, but I really like it. It's kind of Little Mermaid-y, but a little different, and I don't know, I just think it's cute. This is also one of the first anime things that I've owned, so it's a little bit nostalgic as well, but I do want to eventually upgrade this to Blu-ray. Yeah, those are all the Ghibli movies that I have. The next section I have is Makoto Shinkai stuff. We have Your Name. Makoto Shinkai is the director of these. I really like him. Yeah, Your Name, really popular. And wow, it's so pretty. Love it. Watched it a few times in theaters, actually. It was that good. Then we have Weathering with You. Maybe not as good as Your Name, but I still really enjoyed it. Looks really nice, and it's kind of tear-jerky a little bit. And those are all the Makoto Shinkai ones I have. I do want to get more of those. Plus there's a few other directors that I want to get hold of. But for now, that's all I have for specific directors. The rest are, them is just like anime movies that are not specific to anybody. So we have Little Nemo, Adventures in Slumberland. This is based off of a really old comic. I watched this as a kid on VHS. I haven't watched it since then, so I don't really remember a whole lot. But I remember it being kind of a little bit weird. And I remember something about Miyazaki working on one of the pilots for this. I don't remember if that's true or not, or if I'm thinking of something else, but that's kind of neat. Then we have A Silent Voice. Tearjerker. I don't cry at all really with movies, but this is very close to doing so, because disabilities and sweet and stuff and and then for the last anime movie that are not part of series, we have This Boy Can Fight Aliens. This is kind of like an indie anime. I don't know how else to explain it, but it definitely is a little bit cheaper looking, but it's mostly made by one person. But it's definitely an interesting little thing about this guy that can fight aliens. I don't know, it's a very weird one. So then it's to the anime TV series things. I just sort by alphabetical because I can't figure out genres for anime. It's a little hard for me for whatever reason. Anyway, first we have Air. This is another one that I have had for a long time, and it's based off of Key's visual novel, and it's been a while since I watched it, but I remember it being pretty like thinky type stuff. It's kind of confusing from what I remember, but I do like it. At least I did. I need to rewatch it. And then I believe I showed this in a pickup haul video thingamajiggy, and that's Adno Zero. This is volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. Haven't watched this yet, but Devin has, and here are those mechs. I really don't know much else other than that. Then we have Atelier Escalade. This is the anime adaptation of the PS3 Atelier game, and it's definitely not something that's amazing, but it's good for me because I like Atelier. It's kind of sad though because they with Eska and Logi, they reference a little bit from the previous game, Atelier Aisha, and they kind of have to go around that with some weird subtitles that, or like notes, translation notes almost, so it's a little weird. It's probably not recommended if you want to see how Atelier is. It's more for Atelier fans, I feel like. But I enjoyed it. Then we have Atomic Anime Blast, which is a compilation duology thing. It has Jubin-chan and Rio Rainbow Gate. I believe I also talked about this in a recent haul-ish thing. I don't super know what Jubin-chan is about, but Rio Rainbow Gate is about this lady that plays poker really well and shenanigans. I've only watched one episode and I kind of like that, so I just wanted to get this. Then we have, this is kind of one of my favorite anime, almost, I don't know. I would need to think about what my favorite anime is, but here we have Bananya. It's one of those anime shorts, like the episodes are all really, really short. Maybe like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that. And they're about cats who live in bananas, or bananas. Bananas. They're bananas. And they're very cute. And I really like this Blu-ray release because it's just so adorable. And also they have a little banana sticker, kind of like how Dole, is that the, can we focus on that? Well, it's not gonna show up, so maybe I'll try and take a picture or something. And then also the non-slip cover is like, oh, it's a birthday party. It's great. I still need to get the Blu-ray copy of the second season, which I forgot the name of. It has a name to it. Anyway. Then we have, this is one that I've had for a long while, and that's Chobits. Based off of the Clannad, not Clannad, this is based off of the Clamp manga, kind of romancy, sci-fi, thinky type thing. It's really good. This is another one that I want to upgrade to Blu-ray at some point. Then we have Clannad. I think I said Clannad earlier. I was, sad, emotional anime. Based off of a visual novel by Key. I feel like this is a very, very well-known anime, and for good reason, it is really good. It's more of a slower pace, slice-of-life-y, emotional type anime, more, but it gets into a lot of deep topics, so it's really good. Then we have, this is kind of debatable if it's an anime or not, maybe, but this is Cyber 6. This is one that I watched as a kid. I don't remember a whole much about it, but kind of a lady who defeats bad guys at night and pretends to be a teacher in the day or something like that. And this is based off of Argentinian. This is based off an Argentinian comic, and I think there's something to do with both a Japanese and a Canadian somethings working together. So I don't know what that combo is. I don't remember. But either way, there's Japanese, Canadian, and Argentinian roots in here. So it's a very interesting combination. But yeah, I really like this when I watched it on TV as a kid, so I need to give it another rewatch. I did watch a little bit recently. I think you can watch it on all the episodes on YouTube, so yay. And I remember it being pretty well animated. Okay, this one's sad. Then we have Darker Than Black. This is only the first disc of, I think, 6 or 5 or something like that. This is really, really expensive. There's also a complete collection that's also really expensive. And they haven't reprinted it. Aniplex, I believe, owns the right to publish it. It's all really sad. It's really good. It's kind of dark and like, ooh, fighty fight. From what I remember. I haven't been able to rewatch this whole series because it's not even streaming. So what the heck? It's very rude. It's really good, and I'd recommend it if it was available. So, go the yo-ho. Pirate's Life, I guess, if you want to watch that. Then we have the Digitara. This is a comedy short anime. I think the characters are mascots for a video game store in Japan. I don't know if it still exists or not, but they're just basically a bunch of characters getting into some fun shenanigans, and this has a bunch of different stuff on here. Some of them are better than others. Mostly the comedy skits. There's like one that's kind of romancy and it's kind of weird, but whatever. Made by Madhouse. Yay! Don't know if they usually do good things or not, but I hear about them a lot. Then we have, I haven't seen these yet, but I want to, hence why I have them. We have Dirty Pair Part 1, Dirty Pair Part 2, and then we have Dirty Pair Features, which is a collection of 3 different movies. I think these are 80s? I think these are from the 80s. Yeah, it says 80s, and it's kind of sci-fi action comedy with these 2 gals they're trying to solve various issues, and they usually get into trouble, is kind of what I understand of the plot. It looks like fun. Yeah, The Familiar Zero, the complete series. It's really chunky. It has 49 episodes, 8 discs. This is a sort of isekai harem magic comedy thingy. I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched most of them. Most of the seasons or whatever. I don't know how many seasons there are in here. But I remember it being pretty good. It's been a long time since I watched this as well. I believe the final season wasn't even out yet when I watched the other stuff. So I'll be interesting to see how I feel about the other stuff. But anyway, maybe it's bad. I don't know. I got this for really, really cheap, though. It's like $15, and it's usually $80, so I'm gonna chance pick that up. Then we have, this is the first season of Full Metal Panic. I think it's just the first season. It says complete series, but it's only 1 season, or there's 2 seasons, so, kind of comedy, action-y, robots, mecha. This is the first anime that I watched with Devin, and I really liked it. I haven't watched it since then, so it's due for a rewatch, and I don't know if I watched the 2nd season, and I definitely haven't watched the side season, but yeah, it's really good. Then we have Galaxy Angel Rune Volume 1. I picked this up because it was cheap, and to get free shipping it was less expensive to get this. The series does seem interesting though, but apparently you don't want to watch this first, so that's kind of annoying. I'll get the other stuff later. It's comedy, but I don't know much else about it than that. Then we have Gin Kitsune, Messenger Fox of the Gods. I know nothing about it. I got it for free. It was just bundled with my order, and yeah. Then we have Girls in Panzer, the complete TV series. Girls in Panzer OVA. This is the real Anzio battle. And then we have the Der Film. Yes, so this is what I mean about I put movies with the series when it's more of a series. This is a film. But yeah. Anyway, Girls in Panzer. It's a really silly, fun series about bunch of, I don't know if they're middle school or high school or what, but schoolgirls that they do competitions in tanks, and it's really silly, and I love it. Especially, like, they take the combat really seriously, but it's just really silly seeing all these girls and they're in tanks, and they're like, hey, this is a feminine art, and I don't know about that, but it's great. I love it. I haven't watched Der Film and Anzio Battle yet, but I'm probably going to soon because I really enjoyed the series and the OVA. There's also a 6-part film series-ish thing coming out. I think 2 of them are out in English now. Like, what? Anyway, then we have Classic Mask. This is based off of the manga by the same name, which is not in English, and I'm very sad because I've read a fan translation and it's really good. This is actually one of 2 of the anime adaptations. This is the older one from, I don't know, 70s? It doesn't say on the back here. It's old, maybe 80s, I don't know. It's old. There's a newer one that's less old. And I watched that one. Haven't watched this one yet. But I don't have the newer one because it's out of print. Blah. But anyway, this is like a drama, like both a drama and like drama as in that's what people are doing, like acting type of thing. Girl starts off like, oh, I want to do acting and stuff, and she goes up through the ranks and trials and tribulations of acting. It's not as easy as she might think and stuff like that. And there's also romance in it. It's a little bit weird because she's definitely under 18 and the guy she's romancing is definitely not under 18. Yeah. I still really like the newer series, at least. I don't know about the older one, but I want to watch that soon. Anyway, and then we have Golden Boy. Comedy series. Bit raunchy, but it's really well animated and it's a lot of fun. I really like it. I wish I had a Blu-ray release, but I mean, it's not like the quality's gonna be that much better, honestly. Then we have, this is kind of a random pickup because it was very, very cheap on sale. This is Gunbuster 2, Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. I don't know anything about this other than looks like it's done by Gainax. So yeah, but this is the second one. The first one was really out of print for a while, but now, at least in January something, like early next year, they're reprinting the first series, so I'll be happy about that. I don't know if you can watch them out of order or not, but hey, whatever. I have these. And it's really exciting when out of print stuff gets reprinted. I always love that. Then we have Haibane Renmei. It's kind of a weird, slow series with these angel-y people that have died in a different world, and I have no idea how to explain it. It's a very slow, calm series, so a lot of people don't like it, but I kind of do. This also is got a recent Blu-ray release, so I'm definitely going to upgrade this soon. I didn't pay that much for it, but I did have to buy from buy it used, I guess, from eBay, so it's a little beat up. But I really like it. I think the same something, I don't know if it's a studio or not, but there's some people similarities, at least, between that and Serial Experiments Lane, but I don't have that yet. It's a weird series, that one. Then we have the first season of Haikyuu, Volleyball High School Action. I haven't watched much of it. I kind of just watched Devin watch it, and it looks really fun. I tried the manga, and it's a little bit... It doesn't capture the action as well for me. Then we have Haven't You Heard I'm Sakamoto? Or Sakamoto desu ka? In Japanese, is what I know it by. Really over-the-top comedy in high school, and just Sakamoto is so cool. It's a lot of fun. I think the manga is super out of print though, which is kind of irritating. Then we have He's My Master. This is not a good anime, but I watched it a long while ago, and so it's kind of nostalgia. Pretty raunchy, humor-y type thing. With maids. I haven't rewatched it yet, but I picked it up. Then we have Higurashi no Nakakoroni, or When They Cry. Higurashi no Nakakoroni. I don't like it when they say when they cry. Why can't they do when the cicadas cry? That's what it means. Anyway, horror series. Kind of spooky. Well, kind of psychologically, I think. I've read the manga and I've read a lot of the visual novel, which this is based off of. I haven't watched the anime quite yet, but it might be a good one to watch for October. There's also a new series, which I kind of want to watch, which you have to watch that first. Anyway, Humanity Has Declined. This is a strange comedy thing. Post-apocalyptic, but it's really strange. Devin knows this but from one scene where a loaf of bread is bleeding. It's something. Unfortunately out of print, I think. Last time I checked it was, but if it's still on Crunchyroll, I'd recommend watching it. It's strange. Then we have Initial D, first stage. This is second and third stage, and then theatrical collection. This is a older TV series. I think This is the remakes of, in like movie form of these seasons. And I haven't watched it, but it's crazy racing. Unfortunately, this isn't all of them. I think there's 6 series total or something like that, but we only got these plus a 4th series, I believe, and it's out of print, so yay. But the 5th and 6th, if that's how many there are, they're not in English at all, so I'm really miffed about that. I hate it when they just do partial. Like, I get it, it's money or whatever, but I still don't like it. Then we have Kill la Kill. This is volume 2. This I got as part of a bundle, so I don't have any of the other volumes, but I do want to pick up the Blu-ray release. I think it's actually cheaper just to get the full, complete Blu-ray release than to get these and DVD all separate, so yeah, I'll probably do that. Then we have Kino's Journey, based off of a light novel series. This is the older Kino's Journey one. There's a newer one that came out a few years ago. I don't know how many years, I don't remember. This is older. I don't know how old, but it's older. It's kind of a slow-paced journey type of thing where Kino, the main character, drives around on their motorbike. The motorbike has a name, Hermes. Yeah, Hermes, that's what it is. And kind of visits town to town, only for a few days, and learns about all the different ways that the various towns operate and, you know, strange rules and that kind of thing. It's pretty interesting. I actually haven't watched this one yet. I've only watched the newer one. But I, for some reason, got this one. I don't know. The newer one is not out of print, so I need to get that one as well. Then we have the famous Slice of Life kicker-offer, I guess. Is it Slice of Life? I don't know. Cute Girls Doing Cute Things. K-On! The complete season. Complete collection. Ultimate collection. Whatever. Cute Girls Doing Cute Things. Banned. I haven't watched it yet. Yippee. Then we have some meaty boys. We have Kyo Caramel Season 1 and Season 2. These are the original or like the thin ones release. The series. This is the first anime series I ever got. Same copies. And it only recently got a Blu-ray release, so I'm really happy about that, so I need to get those soon. But originally, when these came out, we only got the first 2 seasons. There's a 3rd season and an OVA series, which is only okay, in my opinion, but from what I remember. But I really like it. It's kind of isekai before that was a big thing, and hey, now the main character has to rule this new world land thing, and lots of comedy and a little bit of shonen-ai boy love type of stuff. And because of that anime, there's 1 or 2 voice actors that I'm like, ooh, I hear them in other things. Like, there's one of the voice actors for one of the characters in Kyo Caramel is in Fire Emblem 3 Fates, I believe. And I sometimes pick them up in other anime, so I think or at least the Japanese voice actors, it seems like they're pretty well versed and stuff. I don't know. They're in a lot of stuff, some of them. And then we have Little Busters Season 1 Collection 2, Refrain, which is Season 2, and then Little Busters EX, which is an OVA series, I think. Yeah, it's up there. So I don't have Season 1 Collection 1 because it's hyper out of print, and I got this in a bundle, so yay, that sucks. But I got these other ones when they were kind of on sale, and this is based off of a key visual novel, and it seems like kind of a comedy-ish thing. I haven't really watched that much of it though, so I don't know for sure. Then we have A Little Snow Fairy Sugar, the drama-y cute anime. I haven't watched it in a while, but I really like it. Then we have Mushishi, talking about these yokai things and how they're affecting people. It's kind of a slow-paced but interesting, thoughtful type of anime. It's really good. The manga is really, really expensive though, so good luck with that. If you want physical anyway. I think there's a 2nd season of Mushishi, but I don't think it's a physical release, at least in English, so yay. Then we have, I really like this series, Natsume Jinsho, seasons 1 and 2, 3, and then 4. There's at least like 6 of them, but these are the only ones that are released physically in English. There's also a movie. Yeah, I guess this is kind of similar-ish to Mushishi in a way. It's a little less dark, but boy interacts with a bunch of yokai type stuff and solves their problems, and it's really interesting. I really like it. But I wish we had more of these. I don't like how Nippon Ichi is the one that published these because they'll probably not publish anymore, and Then we have Natsugeki Rendezvous. I don't know anything about it. It was in a bundle. So, there we go. At least it's a complete series and not like part whatever or something. Then we have Ponyo Ponyo Digitara. I believe this is the first anime I purchased myself. I got it at an anime convention. My first anime convention. I actually wanted to buy a Clannad, but it was like 150 or something Canadian, and that was too much for poor little me. So hey, this was cheaper, and I bought this. This is similar to Digitara, but I don't know the difference. I haven't watched it in a while, but shenanigans, cute stuff, woo! We have some Pokemon stuff. We have Pokemon Indigo League, which is the first season. Pokemon The Johto Journeys, which is the third season, I believe. The second one, Orange, whatever, I ordered, but it's still not here yet. And then we have a 3-movie collection, which is the first movie, 2003, the movie. They don't like to keep a naming scheme. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain, really. Gotta catch them all. It's really cheesy and fun, but I want to watch through them. So I ordered some more stuff, you know, after watching the first one. But so I ordered these two in orange, and orange is not here yet, so I can't really get much further if I don't have the second season. I mean, technically you don't need to watch them super in order, but I want to. So there. Very nostalgic kind of pick. Then we have Princess Jellyfish. Kind of a bunch of gals that are kind of otaku-y, learning how to get out of their shell a little bit, somewhat, when they interact with this guy who likes to cross-dress. I explained this terrible, but it's really good and heartwarming. Then we have a Saga of Tanya the Evil. It's kind of a isekai type anime, and this guy gets transported to kind of Germany-esque during a sort of World War II-esque thing, except with magic, and he's really good at strategy and stuff because he's a smart man, and it gets really cruel, kind of intense, and it's really good. And then we have Sankareya Undying Love, kind of a romance with the girl that turns into a zombie sort of thing. I really like it. It's been a while since I watched it, so it might be a little less I like it now. I don't know. Then we have Sherlock Hound. I haven't watched this, but I picked it up because it seemed interesting. I guess it's kind of action, mystery, maybe comedy. I don't know. It's based off of Sherlock Holmes, obviously, except they're dogs. But I don't think this is streaming on anywhere, and I saw it on sale on Right Stuff. And looks like, yeah, Hayao Miyazaki is one of the directors for this, along with Kyosuke Mikuriya. I don't know who that is, but you guys know who Miyazaki is. So I can't wait to watch this. I've heard it's good. Then we have another one of my original gets of my original anime buys, whatever. I got a gift. Slayers. This is the first 3 seasons. I haven't watched much of it. Oops. I get distracted very easily. But it comes in this weird booky thing. And it's like, woo. All like this. But as a kid, I didn't understand that the last one here is not supposed to, do this. So I kind of ripped it. I think you can see it. Yeah. So that's kind of unfortunate, but at least the discs seem to be okay. Another one I really want to watch soon. It's a classic based off a light novel series, and there's a lot of people who like it. Oh yeah, I also have Slayers Revolution R, which is the 4th and 5th seasons. But I haven't watched this yet, and this is a more recent purchase. And then we have well, it says Strike Witches 2, but this is a box set thing of both Strike Witches 1 and 2. This just came with 2, and I had 1 separately. So there you go, Strike Witches, whoa. Strike Witches 1 and Strike Witches 2, which I have this reversible cover on. Anyway, it's a series about, like, there's aliens, and we have to fight, but we have to fight with high school girls, or maybe middle school, I don't know, with rockets on our legs, and because we have rockets on our legs, we can't wear pants. I don't know, I think someone wanted an excuse for everyone to fly around in their underwear. It's definitely heavy fan service, but it's kind of fun. Haven't watched the second season yet, I think, anyway. I've definitely watched the first season, and it's kind of one of those guilty pleasures, except I don't feel guilty about it. Then we have Tower of Draga. This is both seasons 1 and 2. This is a weird one. It's based off of a Famicom game called Tower of Draga, and it just kind of takes the world and just does other stuff with it, because the Famicom game didn't really have a huge amount of story. This is such a weird anime, but it's so good, I think. It has a lot of action, drama-y stuff, but also like a lot of weird comedy bits as these adventures are traversing through a tower. And it does a lot of references to, well, it does quite a few references to the old game, and yeah, it's fun. I'm still in the middle of watching season 2, but season 1 is really good. But definitely try and watch season 2 right away if you can, because they're part of the same thing, basically. Also, the director did Less Exile, which I believe is more popular than this. Then we have The 12 Kingdoms, the complete series, based off of the light novel series that I really, really like, even though I've only read 2 books from Mid Hopes. But it's isekai before isekai was a genre, and it can be pretty dark, kind of Chinese inspired, and I love it. It's good. Light novel series is, it's better, but it's still enjoyable for me to watch. Then we have kind of a guilty pleasure one, because it's very silly. I don't know. Uta no Prince Sama. This is season 1, season 2, season 3. I guess season 2 is, yeah, Uta no Prince Sama 2. But then for season 3 they call it R, because why not? And then season 4, which is the latest season, I believe, is 4, which is LS. What does that even stand for? I don't know. This is a series about the bunch of idol guys, and they're training to be famous singery dudes, and the main character is a gal that I think she's a writer or something, she's composer, and there's a lot of like, ooh, lovey-dovey, which one do you want to love? Ooh, smooch. Actually, I don't know if they ever smooch, but it's based off a series of Ultimate games, so a bunch of guys fawn over a girl kind of thing. I like this. I like this a lot more than some other ones of these, because the guys aren't always doing sexy faces all the time. I don't know how else to explain it. Ultimate games, just, they all have the same look, and I don't like it. But I like these better. These are more, I don't know, cheery. I don't know. I don't have the first season in Blu-ray because it got out of print just as I was getting them. And even this was expensive, so I'm miffed about that. I think the second season is like $100 or so bucks. It's awful. Or not second season, the first season in Blu-ray. It's awful. Then we have Utawaru Mino. This is the first season. Then we have the OVA collection. And the False Faces, which is the second season, I guess. Yeah. Based off of a series of video games, which I really, 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 really like a lot. And I think at least the first one does a really good adaptation of that. The second one, maybe not quite as much, but there's a lot of stuff going on, so it's whatever. OVA is some extra stuff. There's supposed to be another season coming out, but who knows if it's actually going to come out. Because the voice actor for the main guy apparently passed away sometime this year. Or last year, I don't know which. So that kind of sucks. Passed away recently. So I don't know what they'll do. Oh yeah, it's kind of an isekai type thing. and feudal Japanese stuff and get into war stuff and whoop 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 whoop. Came out before Isekai was a whole big thing though, at least the first season. Then you have Wake Up Girls the movie. A bunch of girls trying to get together to be an idol group, and a lot of shenanigans. This is the start of a bunch of series. I don't have the first season yet, but I do want it. It's really charming and fun. Unfortunately, this is one that we just have this and the first season in English, and there's a bunch of other seasons. I hate that so much. Then we have Welcome to the NHK. This is kind of a weird one, mostly centered about this kind of somewhat paranoid hikikomori, otherwise like a shut-in type guy, and he meets this girl, and I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I watched it, but it can get pretty heavy at some points, but it's interesting. Then we have Witch Hunter Robin. This is one that I watched on TV as a kid, and it's kind of this dark thing. The main character is hunting witches. Kind of action-y, drama-y. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched this one, but it is good from what I remember. Also, in this one, the main character drives around in a Vespa, and now I'm just like, ooh, Vespa, like from Witch Hunter Robin. And then the last anime before we move on to movies and movie series or TV series and whatnot is Yumero Patissiere. This is a complete collection, 2 seasons. I haven't watched much of this yet, but it's kind of, hey, we're going to cooking school or pastry school. Learn how to pastry. And also the main character, there's some fairies that help her out for some reason. Maybe saving something, but lots of shenanigans. There's competitions where they're like, ooh, I'm gonna bait you into do something stupid. Ha 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 ha. Kind of drama. It's pretty fun from what I remember. With all the anime out of the way, it's down to the movies and TV series. I sort it pretty similarly to anime. Separate the movies out, or have a big section of movies, then TV series. But instead of alphabetical, I try and sort by genre, sort of. I don't really have that many movies, so it's kind of loosey-goosey right now. But when I get more, hopefully it'll be more obvious, I guess. But yeah, let's first start off with the movies. First one is the only animated movie that we have so far. Not because we don't like animated stuff, it's just it's the only one we have. And that is Zootopia. Really popular. I really like it. It's kind of funny, and there's a little bit like, conflicting dynamic of different people. I don't know how to explain it. It's been a while since I watched it as well. Probably want to upgrade this to Blu-ray though. And then I think it's comedy, basically. First up, we have the Abbott and Costello Complete Universal Collection. This is from Shout Select, and it has a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go over all the movies because there's a lot in here, but it comes in 3 different Blu-ray cases. This one is from 1940 to 1943, and they all kind of have the same style of disc. And then this one is 1950 to 1955. And then the last one, I think, nope, I did it in the wrong order, whatever. And then this one is 1944 to 1949. I haven't really watched these yet. I've watched a few sketches from Abbott and Costello, but this seemed to be like a really good collection of them, so I picked it up while I could, because it did go out of print, or out of stock at the very least, for a little while, and then it got reprinting. Oh yeah, and it also comes with this little book. It's just basically talking about the various films in there, and with some extra trivia and all that. And then, this isn't technically a legit bought from a store type one, but I keep it in here anyway. And that is the Twisted Flicks version of Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. This is done by Jet City Improv, which is a local comedy group. I don't know what you call that. And then the Twisted Flicks is their series of sketch type of stuff where they take an old, usually really bad movie, and they dub over it live and they take suggestions from the viewers. So this is a version of that on DVD. Obviously doesn't take suggestions from you when you're watching it. I don't know where they get this. Where they get this. I don't know if they take suggestions from anybody, if this was done live or not, but they're pretty entertaining and I really like them. But yeah, this is not a very professionally done DVD. It's just a really cheapo, like a home printing, which makes sense. They don't usually make these. This is the only time that they have done so, as far as I'm aware. And then we have Waking Ned Divine. This is one of my favorites, I feel like. Kind of, are they in Ireland or Scotland? I don't know, but that kind of area and humor, and this guy dies with a lotto ticket, and the town comes together and tries to pretend someone else is the lotto winner so that they can distribute it amongst themselves, kind of thing. I'm explaining it bad, but it's really fun. It's silly, and there's a lot of laughs in here. I love it. I just wish there was a Blu-ray version. There's a German Blu-ray version which has English on it, but it is region B. I think that's what it is, or at least the region which I cannot play them. I don't know what genre I'm putting these under. Like, I don't know if it's kids musicals or just kids stuff or what, but I'll figure that out when I get more stuff, I guess. And that is Comme un campagner, un bon chocolat chaud chaud chaud, and Comme un campagner, la bonne soupe à mon ami. These two are kids singing songs type music video type thing. I don't know what to call it. And Comme un campagner is the one who sings all the songs for it, and she's a Canadian, or she was a Canadian French singer, and I really liked her as a kid. Watched one of her things, like her VHSs as a kid a lot, and so I got these DVD versions, not on Blu-ray, sadly. These are definitely more, I like them because nostalgia. I don't know if they're good for an adult viewing normally. They might be good for kids still, I don't know. But it's all in French, so if you don't want to hear it in French, then I mean, it's in French. That's how you have to listen to it. And then I guess this is fantasy. I don't know. This is Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers special extended DVD edition. This is Devin's, and I don't know where the other two are. I think he kind of nicked this from his parents. I don't know. But it's really good. I do want to maybe get that big collection that's coming out with both the extended cuts and the theatrical cuts. I don't know. But hey, we have one of these. And then, I guess, documentary, Night Trap 25 Years Later by My Life in Gaming. This was a limited run physical release of this, and it talks about the making of the game Night Trap, which kind of set off the whole making of the ESRB rating system, because, it's so raunchy. Oh no, they're wearing kind of smaller tops. From what I remember, it's probably a bit more than that. This is out of print, but you can watch it on My Life in Gaming's channel, so for free. So if you want to watch this, you can on YouTube, instead of paying like $80 or whatever for that. And then I guess martial arts, I don't know, but we only have one. It's The Protector. This features Tony Jaa. What kind of martial arts does he do? I'm having a brain fart. But he's really good at martial arts. The story is really dumb, and there's some weird dubbing and all that. But man, he does some really good stunts in here, so it's entertaining to watch. I have also done a review on that, so it's a bit older, I think, but I'll try and link it or something, I don't know. Then we have Rebecca. This is directed by Alfred Hitchcock, based off of a book by the same name, and it's kind of spooky drama, mystery-ish. Also have a review for this one, I think. Yes, I do. But I did really enjoy this one. My first Hitchcock film. Oh yeah, I don't know what that would be in drama. I don't know. I think I just put that under drama. Then we have, oh yeah. One thing else I should say is that this has 2 discs. Criterion likes to put a butt ton of extras and stuff. the movie is all on one disc, but then there's just a whole nother disc for extras. It's crazy. I haven't watched all of them, but I appreciate that. It's cool. Then we have Wings. This is the first Best Picture winner, and it's a silent film with lots of planes. World War I. It's fine. I either have a review out or it's going to be out soon for this. I have the video made. I don't know when I've scheduled it. And I don't know when this one is coming out. Then we have a whole bunch of Star Wars on DVD. Want to get them into Blu-ray, but these are Devin's. So we have, I put them just in number order because I don't know. Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and the ones that people like, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and then there's also a bonus material one. You guys probably know Star Wars, classic sci-fi thing. It's a little bit, I'm not sure. I need to rewatch some of them again to see how I feel about it. But there's some parts that I'm like, I don't enjoy. Maybe because it's like kind of cheesy, but it's not trying to be cheesy. I don't know. They do transitions where they have like a PowerPoint star going out. It's like, don't do that. But I haven't watched it in a while, so I need to rewatch it to get a better opinion of it. So, and then this is the last movie before I get onto the TV series. Minus one thing, which is an exception, I guess. We had this double feature pack of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah and Godzilla and Mothra: The Battle for Earth. These two movies are kind of hard to get. I think it's both of them, or if it's just King Ghidorah, I don't know. So I randomly got this double pack of them. I've been wanting to watch more Godzilla stuff, and so this is kind of one of the only reasonably priced ways to watch these, or at least one of these Godzilla films. It is on one of those lame double-sided discs. I don't know if you're aware of them. They have one movie on one side and another movie on the other side, which are... But at least I know it's not a bootleg. That's what I was worried when I paid for this. Anyway, on to the TV series. We're almost done. I don't have too many of these. I split them up, animated and not animated. Oh yeah, there's one exception after the TV series, but we'll get into that. First off, we have some of Devin's, and that is Family Guy. We have Volume 1, which is Seasons 1 and 2. Season 3. This says Volume 3, but I believe this is Season 4. Who knows? This is Volume 4. Maybe they're not Season 5, I don't know. And this is American Dad, which is, I think it's a side thing. I put it together. Cartoony stuff. I don't know how to describe it. But I've only watched bits here and there, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. So I don't know, I'm not going to watch through all of these. We have this big boy. This is Poirot, the Complete Cases Collection. This is based off Agatha Christie's series novels, Poirot. I believe this is all of them. All of the books are... Each book has its own episode, and it comes in this, like, woo! And you have, like, a set of discs here, and you have a set of discs here. I'm not going to open them because it's just discs. But yeah, discs, and wow, so many discs. These are in DVD. It does have a Blu-ray release. I mean, it's kind of expensive, so I'm like, I want to pick it up, but I also kind of don't, and I do. But anyway, this is a series that I really, really like. I watched it a lot growing up. Just nice murder mystery series. If you want to be able to solve the mystery, it's not a good series for that, though. It's more just seeing Poirot, the main detective guy, kind of being Poirot. He's smart. Everyone else is dumb. He's more of a jerk in the books than here, but I really love him. Then we have a Police Squad in color. I don't know if there was a black and white version or not, but anyway, a comedy series featuring Leslie Nielsen. I think it's a really short, 6 episodes. Haven't watched this yet, but I wanted to get it because both me and Devin want to watch this. We both like Leslie Nielsen, and I kind of all like. I'm debating about trying to get like a big, nice set of Leslie Nielsen because I really like him. He's funny, or I guess he was. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I think he's a police guy. That's as much as I know. Then the final TV series, the second final thing for me to show, is Retro Game Master Game Center CX Collection. This is a selection of episodes from the TV series Game Center CX, which mostly aired in Japan, but this has a few episodes from that, and it's about this guy, Arino, who is the dubbed the Retro Game Master, and he takes retro games and he tries to beat them within like a certain time limit. There's not a strict time limit, but usually he's like, oh, it's getting dark, we gotta finish this up or it's the last train kind of thing. And sometimes they extend it, sometimes they don't. It's a little loose like that, but he's a comedian as well, and he's a lot of fun. I just really like it. I'm sad that this is not all the episodes. I don't even think the Japanese releases of these DVDs have all the episodes, but I want more. It only has 14. And it claims it's the very best episodes from the series, but it's, I don't know, they are good episodes, don't get me wrong, but there are some episodes I'm like, oh, this one's missing, and this one is too. Also, the problem with this release is there's some, they have these little sections to split up the watching him play, where he'll like go to a little arcade or talk about some other game, and those are really entertaining too, but they cut those out of here because, I don't know, Americans can't have stuff thinking or whatever. I don't know. No, maybe it was the right thing. Alright, the last thing that I have to show you for right now. I keep this separately from everything else because it's giant. It does not fit on any shelf. And that is Godzilla, the Showa era films, 1954 to 1975. This is from Criterion. It's the only way to get physical versions of many of these. It's a bunch of different films. I'm not gonna count. But it's awesome. Look in the back, it's great. I can't really hold this up very well, but you have big old description on all the every movie, and you have a different illustration for each one, which are all great. Sorry, this is really hard to hold. I'm not gonna show all of them. And then here's the discs. I am planning on getting some standard Blu-ray cases and putting these in there. One, so I can actually have them on my shelf. Two, apparently there's some issues with the glue on the backing of this, so if you're not careful, the disc will slip down, and then good luck trying to get them, or they'll get glue on them. Oh, that's not great. But for now, this is really cool. Even if I put them in separate cases, this is a really awesome centerpiece almost. Yeah, it really stands out and looks awesome. Haven't watched all of these yet, but the first one's really good. The second and the third one, what are they? I don't remember. That's good. So hopefully there's some other ones that are really good in this collection. Whew. Alright, that's probably really, really long, so we'll see how long that takes me to edit. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know any of your favorite anime or movies. I'm glad, or like ones that are in your collection. I don't know, I'd like to know. And before I sign off, I just want to quickly say thank you so much to all my new and continuing subscribers. I just recently passed 100. I think it's like at 120 something now, which is like, oh, it's really great. I know 100 is not a really big number, but it's like, it's been really nice, and I've been getting a lot of nice comments from some of you guys, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Special thanks to, oh, what's his name? Game Be Thy Name, or something like that. Oh, I'm terrible with names. I'll put it on here. He did a shout out for me on Twitter, and that really helped boost the subs and stuff, and I was like, ah. So go check out his channel, particularly if you like video game stuff. He's pretty chill and cool. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in another video. Bye.